Hi everyone, this is Kyle with kayDbait. I wanted to do a video about something I've been dealing with lately, which is emotionally I've been in kind of a bad place lately. Not all the time, just in the past couple of days I've been feeling very demotivated, very easily aggravated at things. I try something, it doesn't work out right, and then I immediately kind of stop. And it's very frustrating because it's kind of a self-perpetuating problem where I was trying to do a couple of videos before about something else, and one of my videos just flat out cut. It automatically something was wrong with my recording software, and I was already having I was kind of having an okay day because I was trying to do stuff, but then when it didn't work and it messed up my video and it didn't work right, and it's a problem I've been having in the past as well with my recording software, where it just keeps canceling its registration. I don't know why, but I got so fed up that I just erased all the videos I had made, and I didn't want to I don't want that to be projected as I give up on everything. I'm not giving up on making videos. It's just, it was so, like, all of the videos I was making over the course of about a week were not very good. I was looking at the videos and I was like, these are okay, but I was having a lot of problems with what I was doing, and this is all my gaming stuff. I was trying to do gaming and my computer's terrible and it keeps freezing and locking up, and it was messing up my videos, and I need to get a new computer. I keep saying that, and then stuff happened and I had to put my finances elsewhere, which was okay because those were for real life issues and not gaming issues. But a couple of months from now, hopefully I'll be able to get another one, another amount of money that'll let me get it. But I just wanted to talk about this emotional frustration and this. I know that it's not a rational response, it's an emotional response, and I wanted to explain that to you guys. What I'm going through it has a lot to do with what I've been going through in the past, the issues I've been having throughout the past 2.5 decades. That I'm 27 now. I had a birthday recently. It's September, yay! But this perpetuating problem that is my mind. The problems that are caused by my mind, or the problems in my mind that are causing problems, however you want to word it. The issues that I am having are something that I have to work on. And I had a very long conversation with one of my very close friends, several hours long yesterday, and he told me that I need to seek help. I need to seek outside help to help because my problems are larger than I can handle myself. And I pushed back on that, saying, I can do it. I just need to find the right way to do it. And after about an hour or so, he got kind of upset at me for not listening. And, he said boneheadedness and stubbornness. And you can't do everything on your own. You have to, sometimes rely on others. And that's the kind of advice I give to other people, is like, if you need help, seek help. If you feel overwhelmed, then find support and, get the kind of situation, like the environment, the be in a good place. Don't perpetuate. And that's the advice I give to other people. And I was fighting it. I was saying, no, I want to do it on my own. And he explained something that I've been having a problem with most of my life, is that I don't want to rely on others. I want others to rely on me, because I want to be their rock. I want to be there for them. I don't want them to have to be there for me. And because I feel like a burden, I feel like I'm taking away instead of giving back. And I know that that's wrong. I know that that's not something I should have in my mind. But it's a lot of different factors. The problems I've been having are they're from a lot of different directions at once. I can handle small problems very easily. I can handle the problems that come up every day. I need to clean the kitchen, or I need to help somebody with this thing. I'm really good at those kinds of things, like the little stuff that pops up, and even the big stuff that are external for others. Like, hey, I've just gotten out of an abusive relationship. Can you talk to me for a couple hours and keep me alive? And I do that. And it's one of the things that gives me the greatest feeling of purpose, is being there for others. So when I feel this darkness or this depression, or however you want to call it, when I feel this feeling that I cannot control as well as I should, then I don't reach out as often as I should either. So I've been having this problem lately where I need to talk about something with someone, and even if I start the conversation, I want the conversation to go a certain way where I want them to make me feel better. I don't necessarily want a solution. And I think that's a really common thing that people do. It's a common issue that people have, is they want to be told everything's okay, or that everything's going to be okay. And they don't want to be told, you got to do this, you got to fix this, you got to step up, man up, and just say, I need help. Because that is, I'm not saying it's a manly thing to do. I'm saying it's a thing that you have to take and you have to work towards, because it's not easy to say I need help. It's very, very difficult. And all the people saying, you got to be strong, you got to be, independent, you got to be, those are healthy things to be, but you can't be a pillar in a storm all the time, because sometimes you'll crack and fall and you'll have nothing to land on. You'll fail. You'll suffer because of it. So I'm trying very, very diligently. It's only been a day, but in my mind, I'm trying to be more. I did a lot of things today. As soon as I got up, I cleaned up more. I was trying to be active. I was trying to be productive, and I kind of got into a dark place again in my mind, because I had when I'm on my computer, I have the distractions. I have the just instant gratification of whatever it is I'm doing, playing a game, watching a video, reading comments of things, reading articles. I have all of that going on all the time, and I don't need to think. I just spent some time cleaning, I swept, I was organizing things, and my mind was just, I never stopped the dialogue in my head, or the monologue technically, in my head, of conversation with other people. That's why it's a monologue and dialogue. It's technically on both sides, but I was having a conversation in my mind with a family member, and it was all the issues of the past that I've had with my family. And it went along the lines of, I was being accused of not doing more to get my life in order, not doing more to give back. That's one of my fears, is that I will not be good enough. So I was having this conversation in my mind of being accused of that, and my response was very, very powerful in my mind, which was me pretty much yelling at them for not understanding what I'm trying to do, and that caring about something and trying to make it better, and then succeeding or failing being the all of the different factors. And then there's an extra factor of not being appreciated or not being understood for what you're trying to do. And it was this really, really painful thing for me to do, to think about, because in my mind it's true. I'm not appreciated, or I'm not understood, or I fail. And it's something that I've always had a problem with, which I don't want recognition or this praise or some kind of reward for what I do. I don't care about that. But I do care about being treated fairly and about being understood. That's one of the reasons I reiterate so much, and why I try to be so clear all the time, even to the point of ridiculous length, where it actually puts people off because of it. But this problem I've been having was, I am emotionally messed up. I have had a very comparatively, I can't compare this to other people that suffer from depression, or people who have lost family members, or that have, I can't compare to that. I'm not trying to compare to that. But what I'm saying is, I have problems from my past that still affect me to this day. And what I was trying to work out in my mind, because I'm always trying to do this in my head, which is not necessarily a good thing, when the problems are not something I can fix. There was the problem of when I was trying to move out. I moved out once. I was mildly successful. Then I got robbed, so that I had to move back in with my dad on the premise that I was getting my life back together so that I could move out again. And I was doing that. I was working every day. I had a job. I was working. I was stable. I was driven. I had a goal, and I was doing so well. I had a setback that was from trusting somebody, and then I trusted my dad again, and somebody that I could trust. And then the month I was going to move out, I had everything set up. I gave my dad my rent money because, obviously I was working, and, I was paying rent at that time because I was 20 something. And then he kicked me out. So then I was like, okay, this is not good. There's some emotional problems came from that. And I'm not blaming him. I don't know his motivation. I don't know why he did it, but that hurt me a lot. I was getting my life back together, and then I was knocked over because of it. I didn't have the time to prepare that I thought I did. I didn't have the support that I thought I would get. So that kind of problem is still with me. I have problems with that. And then later on, when I got married and it was an abusive relationship, I've tried talking about that in previous videos, and I've just erased all of them because I can't handle it anymore. I can't talk about it in length or in depth anymore. I don't know if I ever could. I've touched on it in videos. I've mentioned that, there are horrible emotional problems from it. It was a solid year of abuse, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. And that's messed me up a lot. It gave me major trust issues. It gave me major issues with relationships and just with people in general sometimes. And that was another issue I have to deal with. So all of these things they combined into this this mental block that I have for getting progression. Every time I feel that I've taken a step towards stability or through progress, usually another person has dragged me back and pretty much stomped me into the floor. And it's not every time. And obviously I'm not saying that I am not at fault in some points. I'm obviously demotivated. I'm obviously causing some of the problems. But I'm trying very hard and very diligently to build up my life again, to build it up to the place that I will be happy. And be it a landlord that takes advantage of me financially, or somebody that takes advantage of me emotionally, or somebody that I thought I could trust that lets me down. There's a lot of steps towards my psyche that have brought me to where I am right now. And I wanted to just say that when I need help, I have a lot of trouble asking for it. And I know that a lot of other people have the same problem. Is you say you're strong. You say you want to do it on your own because that is the manly thing to do, or that is the strong thing to do. It's not always it's not the hard thing to do sometimes, because you're taking the hard road, but that's because you don't want to rely on others, because that in itself is hard, to rely on other people. And I have that problem. So I was accused, in my mind, I was accused of, and in real life I have been in the past, accused of not relying on other people and being boneheaded and being arrogant and being egotistical. Like, yeah, I can do this when I can't. And I'm making promises I can't keep, and I'm making choices that affect others in a negative light as well, because my friends should know that I can rely on them as well. So, I'm not being fair to them. So, yeah, there's a lot of problems that I've been going through and trying to work out. And I haven't been making videos as much as I could, and I haven't been doing the projects that I should be doing. I'm kind of stagnant. I'm very demotivated. I'm very... I get hurt easily, I guess, is what it is if it's little, I can brush it off, because I understand that little things don't need to build up. But when it's something that's already big, I have a lot of trouble just internalizing it quickly. It takes me a few days. It might take me longer than that. So when I see something big that hurts someone else, I internalize it badly, and it messes up my ability to handle things in my own life. So when something happens to me that's big, I try to ignore it, and that's not good either. There's just a lot of things that I need to work on still. And I'm by no means a role model. I'm not somebody to look up to. I'm not somebody to aspire to be like. I'm me, and that I hide a lot of the problems I have because I don't want other people to suffer because of me. So by doing that, I also cause problems for other people because I'm not opening up to them. I'm not letting them be, my friends the way I try to be their friend. So it's complicated because it should be simple, and it's not, because it's emotional. It's the problems I have that I have internalized and tried to deal with, and I have dealt with them coming back. So I haven't dealt with them properly. So some of my friend yesterday was telling me, get professional help, see a therapist. And I don't have the money. I'm trying to save up for these other things. I'm trying to take care of my brother, and I'm trying to keep things going in a stable way. I'm trying to fight for stability before progression, and this isn't the right kind of progression, I guess. This isn't the right kind of stability. This is me stagnating, and it's me just sitting here waiting and thinking, and I need to make things better. So what I told him I would do, and I promised this to him because he is a very good friend, is I will take one more effort, one more desire, whatever the way you want to word it is. It's an attempt to fix what I need to fix, to make my life better, to make my life the way that I want it to be. Is I'm going to set a schedule. I am going to set goals, and I'm going to take care of myself. If I fail to do that, if I backtrack and need help, I will seek it out. I do want one more chance, because I've obviously failed many times in the past, though usually because of extreme circumstance. I've failed in the past. This is me. This is me attempting to do something for me so that I will be in a better place for the things that I want to do in the future. So this video, I'm trying to explain that seeking help is not bad, that even the most stable seeming people, even the most charismatic, the happiest people need help sometimes, and they might not ask for it because they don't want to be a burden. So I'm trying to, reach out to people or explain to people that it's really hard. It's really hard to ask for help. That is really, really hard. So don't try to justify not asking for help as being the weaker option, as being the option that makes you weaker, because sometimes that's not true. Actually, a lot of the times that's not true. Being independent is good, but being I don't know what the word would be. Being stubborn is not. It's easy to be stubborn. It's easy to be, I'm right, you're wrong. it's a really easy mentality to have, and I shouldn't have it, especially when it comes to the well-being of people. I mean, if it's something small, like, hey, I like this, that doesn't affect anyone else, that you can be stubborn about that. That doesn't matter. But this is people's lives, and I should be more open to the ideas that I've presented to other people as options. So yeah, I have stuff to work out still. I have things that hopefully will teach me, because all my life has been one big lesson about how to deal with things, how to be a better person, how to be a better friend. All of these things have pretty much shown me how to act, and I'm not handling them as well as I should. I'm letting them detract from me instead. I still try to be a good friend. I still try to be there when people need me, but lately I'm not there for myself, and by not being there for myself, I'm detracting from what I can give to others. And it's this I need to think about myself. I need to stop thinking about all of these problems. So I just need to fix everything, and I'm gonna work on it. So this video, it kind of derailed fairly quickly, but seek help if you need it. No matter how strong you want to be or you are, when you need help, you need help. So I'm gonna try one more time to be the best I can be, and if I can't, if I fail, because this is me trying my hardest. If I fail, then I am going to seek professional help. I'm going to find a counselor that I can afford, or a therapist of some kind, and I'm going to tell them my problems, and I'm going to try to help. I'm going to have them try to help. So, because I have problems. We all do. We've all had problems in our lives, and sometimes we really need help. So that's what this video is about. So I hope this helped, and I hope you have a nice day, and peace.